Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finds his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
More play action. Looking for an open area to his left. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
Moore. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Davison. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested.
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think that's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. The give from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the air, it's Childs. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Making side adjustments here. Dante Moore. He spins that thing down the middle. He is in! Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this team.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Caught, and he's got room. Takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, defenses are always trying. Turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. First play of the period, first down here. The inside handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got a man. It's Wagner. And they swarm him under.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Throwing more. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He breaks
a tackle, and he might go. 50. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Makes a move. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The sure hands, it's Hooks. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Running the red zone, it's Hill. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Childs. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. Fires
to the right. Makes a connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Makes a catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Finds his tight end. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, they block it. Scoop it up and going the other way. Racing down the left side. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the USF Bulls, taking on the number 18 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Motion from the wideout. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Childs. Caught near the sideline, it's Wagner. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incomplete
makes a grab and room to run. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now, this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurt us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Plows through the defense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's more to throw. Here's the pressure. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Makes the catch. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Hard running there. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Hill. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. He wants to change this route. Moore makes the catch. It's Stewart. Push down for the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good timing on the quick out. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Runs through a tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers to football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the sideline for Northwestern, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Dropping back, it's Childs. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Turns it loose deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Davison. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back quarterback has it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready. Wide 80.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. Can they catch him? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Finding some room. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense,